Charles Ease, everything you need to know when you need to know it, man. Over the weekend, first of all, subscribe, share, like if you haven't already, man. You feel me? Subscribe, share, like. Hey, man, over the weekend, boxing, Madison Square Gardens, Canelo, you feel me? Canelo, I believe Canelo was in Saudi Arabia fight. But they had the three, I guess, main events in Madison Square Garden. Tio and Barbosa, Devin Haney, Ramirez. And then, the main event, which I don't know how it's a main event, Ryan Garcia, Rollyromero. I believe Rolly coming off a loss. Ryan Garcia, he coming off a suspension. You feel me? But dominant society media and mainstream boxing media, they tried to paint it up like he was coming off a layoff, man. Everybody thought that Rolly was gonna get knocked off. They thought Rolly was the softest touch on the whole card. They thought Ryan had the softest, and I ain't gonna lie, I thought Ryan had an easy win myself. You feel me? Not an easy win, but the most notable win. You feel me? But it didn't all go like that, man. You feel me? Rolly dropped Ryan in the second round, man. You feel me? And then pretty much it was a lot of inactivity, but Rolly, he was more aggressive. I would say Rolly was more assertive, pumping the jab or whatever, man. But Ryan, he looked like a shell of himself from last year, which everybody now is really seeing also. Like, yo, bro, them PEDs, man. Them PEDs is crazy. Ryan just looked like, he looked like Cinderella when the clock struck 12 and she went back to being Reggie. When Cindy went back to being Reggie, yeah, that was Ryan against Rolo, yeah. When Cinderella went back, you feel me, after all the shenanigans wore off, the magic slipper and all of this, and the chariots and all of that went away when the clock struck 12. Ryan went back to being regular Ryan, man. Yeah, all the PEDs wore off, man. Yeah, Clark Kent, man. We got Clark Kent last night, man. You feel me? But on PEDs, yeah, he was Super Ryan. Yeah. Which raises the question even more, man. I mean, he popped dirty. Hey, it ain't no convincing me he popped dirty, but the boxing world, they want to lead you to believe that this was just a loss. And they tried to separate the PEDs from, yo, Devin just fought a bad fight. You feel me? Nah. Listen, man. Rolly fucked up the church's money, man. Everybody counted Rolly out. Rolly fucked up the church's money. But Ryan's PEDs, it struck 12 o'clock. He turned back into regular old Ryan. Yeah, regular Cinderella, Clark Kent, man. You feel me? No superpowers around, man. You feel me? When man go against God's plans, just find you a front row seat, man. Get your popcorn. You feel me? Yeah, when man go against God's plans, get your popcorn, man. You feel me? Because shit is finna go all off course. Shit great get a little bumpy when man go against God's plans. Yeah, that GPS broke, bro. That GPS broke. You might find yourself in the middle of a swamp somewhere, man. When you go against God's plans, man. When man go against God's plans, anything can happen. Except for what man want to happen. Anything can happen except what man want to happen, except what man has planned to happen. When you go against God's plans, you see how that work? Yeah, everybody, yo, Osterine don't do all of this. Osterine don't do all of that. Osterine is just for this. And niggas had no expertise at all in this shit. But they all of a sudden know what Osterine is for. Know the side effects to Osterine. Know how Osterine works. But had no expertise. Just a bias, a racially biased bone in their body opinion that they was going off of, man. When man go against God's plans, get your popcorn. Yeah, get your popcorn. It's finna be a show, all right. Not the show you wanted. Not the show you wanted, but it's gonna be a show when you go against God's plans. Hey, but Devin Haney, he did his thing. He moved, he boxed. Hey, he won every round. They still want to complain. Devin, continue to do you, bro. You feel me? You won every round against Ramirez. They still complaining. Devin, you know what? They gonna complain no matter what. So you do what you do to keep winning, my brother. You feel me? Teofimo Lopez, he probably had the most impressive win over Barbosa. You know, Barbosa's straight 6 o'clock, straight up and down, no special effects. T.O., he got the power, athleticism, reflexes, quick twitch. T.O. did his thing. T.O., he finally once again fought up to his potential, his capabilities, man. We gonna wait for Richardson Hitchens. He fight Kambosos. If Richardson Hitchens get past Kambosos, which we all think he will, listen, Brooklyn is the backdrop. You feel me? Yeah, unification. Richardson Hitchens, Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, the takeover versus the Hitman, Richardson. Yeah, and baby, Brooklyn is the backdrop. You feel me? Brooklyn is the backdrop. Get your popcorn, man. Subscribe, share, like your boy Charles Ease, man. I'm bringing it to you, man. Great not a fight. Hey, Canelo, how can I forget Canelo? You feel me? And Scull, William Scull. Canelo, you look old, bro. You look old. You got to cut that ring off. You being lazy. What you think, Scull just going to sit in front of you? You think you feel me? You think your food's supposed to just sit in front of you? Nah, this nigga moving, pumping that jab. You feel me? Hey, it should have been a draw, but biased announcers, yeah, the biased announcers, they paint a picture and they lead you to think that, yo, Canelo blew this dude out the water. You feel me? It was all, dude was only running. Nah, dude was hitting and not getting hit, man. But I could see maybe Canelo maybe edging it. Excuse me, but that fight shouldn't have been that close, man. But that sets the stage for Bud Crawford, Canelo, man. A lot of people think after that Canelo performance last night, they think this fight with Crawford got way close. I already knew it was close. I already knew Crawford was a live dog, man. You feel me? But others who was hating, others who might have not thought it was a close fight, they see now it's closer and closer, really close. Canelo, you looked shitty, bro. You did some good body work, but that's it. You was lazy. Your feet was in the sand. Feet was heavy, shoes untied, man. You didn't want to move. You feel me? Don't complain for that man for sticking and moving. It's your job to cut the ring off, to make him stand in front of you. That's Canelo. That's your job. You feel me? That ain't his job to do your job. That's your job to do your job, Canelo. So we gonna see in September, man. Canelo, the great Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Charles Ease. That's my time until next time, man. Hey, It's been an experience having it. It's been an experience. Yes, it has. It's been an experience, people. That's my time. Until next time. I'm out of here. Peace.